I gotta do this again. Oh hey, I didn't expect you to be here. On another video we went and fixed up and repaired one of our model trimmers here. And let's go a little bit further from that and look at where all the little bits go into. Well, then it goes out this hose into my sink, but a lot of times there's gonna be some type of plaster trap underneath the sink that we're gonna change out. So if you wanna come and go with me down below. And we're gonna be starting down here today. So we have one of our plaster traps right here. It looks pretty filled up right now. So we're gonna go through the process of changing this out. Not too bad, not too hard to do, but it has a couple of important steps to make sure that you have an enjoyable time getting this all changed out. With it, we're gonna be having some important items to have nearby. Definitely some goggles to protect our eyes from any splashes. Some things that are going to help us with the smells, our mask, and of course, I'm missing one thing though. What does it tend to be? Oh, that's right, I need gloves. Let's go ahead and get some of those. There we go, awesome. Now we can get down to the nitty gritty about being down on the ground and getting this brown changed out. So with our piece here, we're gonna go look at a couple different parts. Now we have our little downspout that goes and collects all of our garbage and then gets it sent over here into our little trap. This one is a Glecko trap in this case. But we're gonna go and make sure that we go and drain any water that's collected right here in the pipe, and also make sure that we drain all the water that's inside the pipe and that's collected and filled up right into the section that goes out into the sewage. And we need to go and use this little drain valve to go in and get that out. With that, having one of these little extra bottles go under and fit there, and we're gonna go ahead and turn this knob so that it starts to drain. As you start draining that, you're gonna get this rush of just deviled egg farts and sulfur and brimstone, all these nice little smells. Make sure you use protection to keep those smells out of your holes. With that nice and drained, I'm gonna go and close this valve so that I don't have any excess leaking going on, just as so. And I'm gonna keep it under there just right now. And I'm gonna do my main portion, which is going to be unscrewing this bottle. Now, depending on how long it's been since you changed it out, this can be a really nice hefty boy with a lot of plaster, a lot of garbage in there. So be prepared that there's gonna be a little bit of a mess going around. Have something by so that cleanup is not as much of a chore. So I'm gonna have this little shop towel I'm gonna keep nearby. Turning from my direction, a clockwise movement, I'm gonna go and get this to come on out of there.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy.
And just as we have a little bit of mess that I can go and prevent cleaning up. You have that jar there nearby, so let's go ahead and just pump it under so that it collects any of that garbage that is going on in there. And now we have our trap. Now this definitely has been fermented for a good while, so I'm gonna go and throw up over here. And from that, we're gonna drain off some of the water that's in here and also get rid of the sediment. We're gonna go and just get this thrown away, get a new one on the system so that we can have a nice purge going in there. From there, you can just use your drain trap that you were using before for the drainage hose, or just have another one on standby that's nice and clean that we can just go and reinsert on there. Now, because this thing holds all this nasty stuff, there's going to be a gasket or an O-ring that's going to be sitting right here on the inner rim. So you're going to want to go and re-lubricate that up. So with the majority of the water drained out, we're going to want to go inside here and take out our gasket and clean out any of the gunk that's inside there and make sure that there's a nice seal that goes on. I'm going to go right up to where the rim is and find that gasket. And with that, I'm going to go inspect this O-ring gasket. So now with our O-ring cleaned and everything, we're going to go and put some of this little petroleum jelly, also known as the good shit, on these O-rings to make sure that we extend its longevity of its life so we can hold those smells and everything in place and prevent leaks, as we all should strive for. Make sure that any gunk garbage is going dislodged from the inner portions of this trap so that we can have a nice clean seal going on in here. Using a little towel or a paper towel, go ahead and give that a nice little clean out right there on the threads so it doesn't obscure or obstruct our piece. Taking my now lubricated O-ring with petroleum jelly on it, we're going to go and reinsert that right into its little space, find itself on the inner rim of our plaster trap. Awesome stuff. Now with everything clean and in its place, we're going to go take one of our empty traps. We're going to go reinsert that up there and give it a counterclockwise turn from my direction. Get a nice good fit up in there. Make sure that it's nice and snug. Just as we have here. And now we're ready to go and run our system Make sure that there's water that bleeds into our trap so it can properly go and flush it back out to the system. While the system has been changed, you always want to go and make sure to check for leaks. So go ahead and start running your water and inspect. As I have my plaster trap filling up right here with just water, as soon as it starts hitting these areas of my O-ring, that's when I'm going to go see if we have an issue going on here. So now we just sit and stare. Looks like it's going good, and we can move on with our day and change out the other 15 traps that we have in the office. Or maybe if you're lucky, you only have one for your lab. Apart from that, that's how we go about changing our trap. Make sure to protect yourself, keep yourself clean, always use lube, and we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.